Hi guys, Meru here, and welcome to my 100 sub special. Yay! As you can see my face. This was something that I've been kind of working on for a little while, figuring out how to set all this up so I could put my faces in videos, and I thought, what better video than my 100 sub special to kind of debut this. I'm still fiddling with this camera with settings, so hopefully this looks okay for you guys. I don't know. It will get better. I will do better. I will try to do better. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm so excited to have 100 YouTube subs. You guys are amazing, and I never really thought that I would get that far to get 100, but I'm so excited. You guys are the best. And we're going to do something a little special today. So already you see that we have my face. And what better place for my sub special to take place on than Raincloud, of course. And you guys chose for me to do a TARDIS tour. I have never actually shown much of the TARDIS, aside from like screenshots that I share here and there on Twitter. I've never shown you guys the TARDIS through my eyes. And you know, when I say that, I mean through my texture pack basically, and the way that I feel it should look. Because I obviously built it to specifications of ways that things look in my texture pack specifically. And so I thought, you know what? You guys wanted it. I thought it was a really good idea. Oh, we have to go back into F12 here. There we go. I thought that I would show you guys the TARDIS. Well, I keep saying like I thought I'd show you, but you guys chose this. So I unfortunately did not get the last 4 rooms of the TARDIS finished. There are, I guess it's 4. Maybe it's only 3, but they are requiring a lot more time than I thought, and I really just wanted to get the TARDIS shown. Oh, see, that's the radio tower. Isn't that pretty? Radio tower. I just wanted to get that shown, so those rooms will still get shown off. I will show those in a video. Maybe we'll make that like the next sub special. Like we'll pick a number that sounds good, and we'll just go with that. The last room in particular, the very last room that I have in mind so far, is going to be like massive. It's probably going to be the biggest room I've ever done, or the biggest interior I've ever done, so we're gonna maybe have to hold out on that. So here we are. We're at the TARDIS. This TARDIS, for those of you that don't know, was originally built for Scarabese for a birthday gift. This is his spawn house right over here. This was his little spawn house. This is, you know, Raincloud spawn, and so it's right back here tucked behind his house. This was a gift for his birthday. He loves Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who. I thought it would be fun, so welcome to the TARDIS on Raincloud SMP, built for Scarabese by Meru, so yay. It originally was the exterior that you see of the TARDIS, oh, there's a Torgo, the console room, which you're about to see, and then the first floor that had 6 rooms on it, in it, and that took me about a week. I want to say like 4 or 5 days to build. So this is the console room. This took me probably the most amount of time of anything that I did when originally building this, because of all these redstone lamps, and because I had no idea what I was doing. This is built off the 10th Doctor, which is David Tennant. He is my personal favorite, so I kind of went with his design. I wasn't sure who Scar's favorite Doctor was. Maybe 11. I don't think I even know to this day, or 9. I can't remember now. Oh, I'm sorry. But I went with what my favorite was, because I just loved the look of all the circular lights he has. So I went with redstone lamps because I feel they kind of gave it that same feeling. You should go look up David Tennant console room. I should let them know that I'm recording, maybe. It's fine. Just, Block is just gonna talk about blowing things up. Totally cool. It's fine. It's fine. So, yes, this is the console rooms, and I just kind of added all these little doohickeys and all these little levers and buttons. They do absolutely nothing other than they look nice. And then, of course, the beacon that is a haste. It's actually a haste beacon, which helped me. Actually, originally it was nothing. There was no powers in it. But then as I was building, I don't know with them. As I was building certain things, certain additional rooms after the original reveal to Scar, he put haste in there for me so I could dig out the rooms faster. So, yay! Console room! Pretty! I like it. I thought it came out really well. They're talking about T.A.R.D.I.S, Shiva's dog. I thought it came out really well. I was really pretty proud of it. So, when you come down this first floor here, it's also, I also used, this is acacia because it is Scar's favorite kind of wood. So that's kind of why I went with that. I'm just gonna turn that off for now. Just their chitter chattering, and I don't want to spoil anything that they might be working on. But it's fine. We don't need you to be able to see my hand or anything. So originally the first floor was living quarters, sick bay, bathroom, and then storage, swimming pool, library. There was no drawing room on the left side, and there were no lower floors. It was dead in that way, dead in that way. That was it. That's all I did. That was the initial reveal for his gift, and then I kind of decided I wanted to continue it on. Every room that you see in the TARDIS is either seen in the whole of Doctor Who, which not a lot of the rooms in the TARDIS are actually seen on camera, or they are mentioned, which is more likely mentioned. They're talked about somewhere in the lore of Doctor Who, either in the show or somewhere else. So we'll start down here on the drawing room. I can't see my hands, so I'm just gonna assume that I'm opening doors correctly. This is the drawing room. So drawing room meaning the traditional, I guess, definition of it is a sitting room. Usually have a fireplace, books, and just a casual little place for people to hang out and sit. So this is the little drawing room. This is, I think, the most recent room I completed. I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. The garden is actually the most recent room I completed. I'm sorry. But yeah. There's going to be a lot of themes of purple throughout the TARDIS because purple is my favorite color. Blue was Scar's favorite color. And TARDIS blue specifically, I think, is actually what he told me. I think he might have known what was going on when I was building this. I didn't build the exterior of it until the day of his birthday. But I don't doubt that he wasn't poking around down here beforehand. So, ceiling. I kind of have this weird fascination with doing intricate ceilings. Like, not just flat ceilings. They have to have, like, a dimension and texture to them for whatever reason. And I like to use plants. Foliage. And I like to use nether brick because in my texture pack it's kind of purpley. And I really like that. I wish it was a little more purpley. People often ask what texture pack I use, and I actually use Ozocraft, but it has been tweaked for me by Kiri. So it's actually, she calls it Meru Craft because she tweaked it for me a little bit, and she might actually do some more tweaking for me because she's awesome, and she likes me to have the pretty things that I like. So, yeah. So, drawing room. I really like this one. I really love the paintings in Ozocraft. I like the, this reminds me of something from WoW. For people that play WoW, if you can tell me what this reminds you of, if you can just guess what this specific picture reminds you of, and you guess correctly, I'm going to have to come up with some kind of prize for you. So keep that in mind. If you can guess what this reminds me of, I will come up with some kind of prize. Something. I'll come up with something. So the next bathroom. This little bathroom. Got this humongous tub, because who doesn't love a humongous spa tub? I don't know why I said it like that. It's kind of weird, but it's got this toilet. Got a fancy little toilet, like you put the seat up, and then you flush the toilet, and the seat goes back down. I don't know why that amuses me. This is supposed to be like a toilet paper holder. You got some books over here for business. And it's like a light. This is kind of supposed to be a mirror. I saw somebody else do this in something. I thought it was kind of a neat idea because it's kind of shiny. Like a mirror might be. I don't know. But yeah, it's a basic bathroom. It's a bathroom. You can't get in the shower because I couldn't figure out how to get the water to stay in there. But make it glass. I guess it doesn't have to be glass. It's a see-through shower. That's awkward, I guess. But I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was cool. So, moving on to sick bay. This might be one of my favorite rooms. I don't know. It's really hard for me to pick. I put a lot of thought into each room, to be honest. It took me a while. There were like I said, 6 rooms originally, and the console room, and I probably did like a room and a half a day. Some of the rooms didn't take me as long because they didn't require as much thought, like the library or the swimming pool, because they're pretty straightforward ideas. But this might have taken me an entire day. And I was really proud of it. So you have, this would be like where you would put the x-rays up on like the screen and then like flick the switch to turn it on and off. They don't actually turn on and off the lights, not that technical. You have everything here you could need to make health potions. I think it's health 2. Is that what it is? And then I have a whole chest of them pre-made over here. Instant health 2, yeah. So a whole chest of them here. Got all your bottles, got that. Got your little computer for doing your research here. Got some more health 2 up here. And then this is where you would have a patient. So you have your little computer. You know, if you've ever been in a hospital, I'm sure most people have, or even seen hospital shows, they always have like a little computer to do the vitals and stuff, and then you have your patient's bed, and then an IV stand. I really kind of liked this idea that I came up with of an IV stand with a little brewing station on top of fence posts. That tickled me for whatever reason, because I'm easily amused. And then you got a TV. You got TV, because you gotta have TV when you're in the hospital, because what else are you gonna do but watch TV? So this is sick bay. I liked this polished andesite and the sea lanterns. Really kind of like that feel. And yeah, I don't know, I like that. This might be one of my favorite rooms just because I was so tickled by the little ideas that I came up with. I amused myself. And this is living quarters. So this is like your little house, a little apartment. So you get your little TV. You see, everybody's watching the Donkey Show. I never realized that when I did this, that both TVs have the Donkey Show on, whatever show that is. You got your computer here. You got your computer with your mouse and your little microphone for doing your recordings. Again, this was originally built for Scar, who used to do YouTube a lot. He does streaming now, but he used to do the YouTubes. And I guess he still does streaming, so he still needs all this equipment, so fair. Flowers, you got some paintings. Little fireplace seating area. These are your invisible titanfish. This is a Doctor Who reference. If you get it, you are awesome. If you don't, you're still awesome. I still love you. Don't worry about it. But it's extra awesome, I guess, if you get that. This is one of the changes that actually Kiri made in my texture pack. She made my beds purple, because purple's my favorite color, so she changed that. So I really like that. Every time I see beds now, I'm like, they look weird, but that's because she changed it. So, you know, you got your little bed, your little reading, you know, your books, got your little chest for your stuff. There's nothing in there. And then this is like what it would be a wardrobe, like a closet, but instead I made this, it's a secret room within a room that represents all 12 incarnations of the Doctor, and you can tell which one if you're a Doctor Who fan. Obviously it starts at 1, ends at 12, but it has one of the most popular quotes from each Doctor. So as you can see, just go through, and it has a quote. And I don't know if it's the most popular quote, but like I thought so. I did a little research. So like 9 with Rose, and this is my favorite. This is actually the first episode I ever watched of Doctor Who was Blink with David Tennant. And we had a friend that was like, you know, watch Blink. If you like Blink, you'll like the entire series. And he was actually correct. So that's my favorite quote too. Don't blink, don't even blink. Blink and you're dead. So then we got Matt Smith. And then you have Capaldi, who is the newest. So it's just kind of it was my way of like represent. These guys are wearing pretty decent armor. I might have to steal some of this because it's pretty. I just enchanted random stuff to make it glow, and some of these actually ended up with some pretty good stuff. So I might have to steal some of their clothes. I don't know. But yeah, this was a little room within a room. And then originally here, where the space is, there was a chest that had his extra birthday gifts. So I made him a sonic screwdriver, a fez, and a happy birthday book, because you can't have a birthday without a birthday card. So yeah, I don't know, again, see, I like to add texture to the ceiling, even if it's just like a tad, even if it's just something. But yeah, I really like this room too. I like all the rooms. I'm kind of probably pretty biased because I built them, but I was proud. Again, like this room didn't take that much time. It's just simply a storage room. Simply a storage room, because it is mentioned in Doctor Who that he has a storage room that is made completely out of brick. And so there you go. Storage room made out of brick. That is it just is what it is. There's nothing actually in any of these chests, I believe. Sometimes I will find random items in the chest in the TARDIS. Sometimes I will find random things that people leave here and there because they think they're funny and they think that I don't notice, apparently, but I notice everything. If it comes to the TARDIS, I notice. So, swimming pool. Yeah, this is what I mean. That's what I mean right there. Graph. I don't think Graph. I don't know if she will watch this video. I have no idea. But you guys should poke her about this when you see this. Stop what you're doing and poke her about that, because this is... that's what I mean. She probably left that a while ago, and I don't actually know if I noticed it before this moment in time, because I haven't been in this room a lot, because I've been building the other rooms. But that's awesome. I'm going to leave that. That's one of the things I'm going to leave, because it's Graffy's spot in the pool. I always kind of like it when people leave little trinkets, because it means that they've been in the TARDIS, and I always encourage people to come in here and look around. This has been the most time investment I've done on the server, is this TARDIS, so I am totally fine if people poke around, as long as they don't break, because that would break my heart if things got broken. But yeah, pool, swimming pool. I like this room. It's very tranquil to me. Just very peaceful and quiet. So yay! And then library. Again, this is very basic. It's a library. It's full of books. I actually attempted to name some of these bookshelves, but then realizing that it wouldn't show up when you like hovered over it, I was like, oh, that's dumb because it won't show up. But I wanted to name some of them after books that have been written about Doctor Who and series, and there's actually some cool fan books. But I didn't. Actually, some of them might be named because I might have tried it and then just never, continued with it. But like these are like the little ladders that you would go up and then like swoosh, from side to side. Like in a library, you go up, you'd kind of push it. It'd be like on little wheels. So that's what those are kind of representing. And then, yeah, just books. I kind of wanted to make this room bigger, but that's kind of how it worked out, because there are ravines inside the TARDIS, which you'll see in a moment. And so on the other side of some of these walls, there's actually like ravines, and it became kind of difficult to make certain things fit. So I just went with what I could do. So second floor. First floor. That was originally what was in the TARDIS, aside from the drawing room. That was the original TARDIS. And then I decided to continue it on because I was having so much fun, and I love building rooms. As you can see here. Oh, it's a ravine. And I filled them with lava. Why? I don't really know. I just thought it looked kind of cool. It's like magma. It's like the heart of the TARDIS. Kind of. I don't know. That was just my thought process. I thought it looked neat. This is actually one of the rooms that's still currently under construction, is the spa. Did not get that done. So we'll just move on to the art gallery, because I love the art gallery. This one this is another one that probably took about a day. Of course, it's going to have repeats of paintings and all that, but it's just a simple concept that it is an art gallery, because it is mentioned in there in the lore of Doctor Who that there is an art gallery that he collects precious works of art. This is my favorite painting. This is Steve the sheep. Don't know why I named him that, but I love him. And he is so cute. And this is my favorite painting in Ozocraft. This is my favorite painting in my texture pack, is the sheep. I like the arch one that you guys need to be figuring out what that reminds me of for a prize to be determined. But this is my favorite, is Steve the sheep. I don't know why. This one over here is the one you need to be coming up with. This one I liked. I like all of them. It's just Steve. He has a special place in my heart. So this is the art gallery. Pretty straightforward, but I don't know, I liked it. A lot of quartz. This took a long time of digging and glowstone. Actually, some of this glowstone, I should say, was donated by Mr. Cortis. He was so sweet and helped me gather glowstone. Because there's a lot of glowstone throughout the TARDIS, as you'll see. But I don't like using torches. I hate torches. If I can avoid using them, I will. Because I like glowstone. It just looks nice. I like it in my texture pack. It has a very antique-y look to it. So yeah, random lava, just because. Just because it adds motion. I like things that add like motion in design, because it gives a focal point. but it doesn't draw too much. It's like when you walk in, if you look, you walk in and you're just like, oh, ooh, you know, there's just movement. Like the water and the lava have movement. I'm gonna sound like a real nerd, but I really like interior designing things. And yeah, I liked this. This room is also very like tranquil to me and kind of peaceful. So I like it. Moving on, because we don't want this video to be way too long, but I like to talk for days. This is the study. So you have a nice little nook here with books everywhere. You got your little paintings. This fireplace I was actually going to redesign and wedge it in the corner. Apparently I never did that, even though I wanted to, but fireplace. And then you got your fancy computer here, which is 3 monitors, because you have to have 3 monitors. I think this was a request by Kiri, that you gotta have the 3 monitors. So there's your little study, and then of course a window out into the void. I don't know, I like it. I just love the motion, just being able to see something that makes it feel real, like it's alive and it's moving. I use weird words when describing interior design. Also this, you know, it's like the sunken in effect of the ceiling. I really like that. Yeah, but it's like a little study. It's like a little office. Got your books, got your computer, got all the little things you can do. I think next is the kitchen, which might... there's too many favorite rooms, guys. I have too many favorite rooms. This ceiling, though, in particular, I would like to point out, before I look at anything else in this room, this ceiling, I love it. I completely, everything in the TARDIS that you see, I winged it completely. I had no really idea. What I do when I come into a space to do interior design is I pick what the floor is going to look like, and then I pick what the walls are going to look like. As far as materials, I pick the color scheme, and that is where I go from there. So I literally will do the walls. The ceiling will just be like blank cobble usually, or whatever. I'll fill it in so it's at the right level. I'll fill in the floor with whatever material I want, and then I just go from there. So from there, I create the entire space that I'm in. And in this one, so I did half slabs, stone slabs you can see on the floor. I did the purple stained clay because it's beautiful. And then I picked the chiseled stone, and then from there, I made the ceiling. And this ceiling is like... it's like heaven to me. And again, that's going to sound weird. And this is why I wanted to do this video. And I'm glad that you guys picked this, because this to me is what I love so much about Minecraft. Is just I can take this empty, raw space and I make it something that speaks to me in a way that only certain things can. Only certain amounts of creativity can. So this ceiling though, guys, this ceiling, I fiddled with this for a while, and then I finally just made it, and to me, it just, I don't know, it's just me. It's me and a ceiling. It's complicated, it's interesting. I don't know, that sounds weird, but you guys get it, you guys get it. So, kitchen, as I rant on about the ceiling of all things. You get your wine rack with your various wines. I believe it's Chardonnay, Moscato, and Merlot. 2 books. I guess I can go out of, I don't know if they're still talking, but I just didn't want to spoil anything that they might be discussing. The Doctor Who cookbook and Dining with the Doctor is actually what these books are called. You have Chardonnay, Moscato, and Merlot. Yes, in the wine rack. And then, of course, in all of these, I just jumped over the counter. You got your little breakfast like counter here where people can come and eat with their plates and stuff. And then in all these chests, oh, somebody took an apple. In all these chests, you have food. There is food in every single chest. I have the hiccups. Excuse me. Every single chest has food items. Oh, see? And then here you have your ovens. Here is a dishwasher, so you lower it down, load up your dishes, and then pop it back up. And you got your sink with your cutting boards here in the middle. And then your fridge. One side has Dr. Pepper. I actually feel this was Dr. Pepper for Grafoniak's tour that she did of the TARDIS, not of the TARDIS, of Raincloud SMP when she was doing Huggy Yergs. I filled that with Dr. Pepper, and I think she took one. And then this side has pie, because pie. And yeah, I just like this room. I like this ceiling. I like the whole thing. It feels cozy. It feels spacious, like a kitchen, but to me it also still feels cozy. The island. And then you can actually go through this door here, and this leads you to the dining hall, which also has a door in the regular hallway, but I made this little like in between, you know, for like serving and stuff. And this is the dining hall, which also just speaks to me in an interesting way. I just love this room. And if you can see here, you're going to start with, I think this is the first doctor. And then you're going to go down. I can't remember if that's the first doctor or not. Wait. Let me see. Where's the last doctor? Where are you, last doctor? T.A.R.D.I is here. Oh, I think it goes back and forth. Right? Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it goes like that. So you have every single doctor, though. Their name is on the back of the chair, and they're alternating. It's like 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, like that. But every single, my favorite doctor, Tennant, and then the most recent, T.A.R.D.I. And you have Matt Smith and all of them. But every single doctor is here at the table. The names of the actual, you know, obviously the actual actors, because otherwise it would just say Doctor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they all have a seat at the table, and I really liked that. It was just kind of a random idea I came up with. What was funny is, I think at the time that I built this, there were 12 doctors, and I think that was the time we had 12 Rain Cloud members. So it was weirdly special to me. And I just did the glass in the walls to give accents because I love purple, and if I can add purple in, and then of course the carpet around the edge here. But yay! I don't know, I really like this room too. It just feels cozy in a weird way. And you can see kitchen is down there, and then dining hall. So we don't want to skip. This room was built in inspiration of and with the assistance of the wonderful Rain, who is the server owner of Rain Cloud SMP. And he is a scientist. For those that don't know, he's actually a doctor because he got his doctorate recently. His PhD because he is a genius. And he built this, whatever this is. Don't know what this is. He told me the name of it. Don't remember what it is. It's some kind of tank for holding things. Have no idea. But then you got your little lab bench here. You got right here is where you can get your little beakers. A little dispenser that has beakers in it. I'll put that back because I don't need that. But basically your little dispenser. You know, and you got your little lab stuff. You got your, I guess these would be like, you know, experiments. Minerals. I can't remember the word. But, you know, you have all your stuff that you're testing. You got your supercomputer. He actually helped me build this supercomputer because he said that this is what it should look like. And then here I have the periodic table of Minecraft. Obviously some things are going to be missing off of this. I can't have things like bedrock. A bedrock I believe would go there. Can't have bedrock, and there's like one other thing that I can't have because I can't acquire it and put it on the thing. But it's the periodic table of Minecraft. So you have ore. You have, I think, what is that? Natural. You have, what is that? Liquid. And then nether. And then crafted. And then natural vegetal. Which, you know, these I kind of had to cheat with because you can't actually put those in. You can't put mycelium in the wall because then it'll turn back into dirt. And all that. But that's everything. And that's all the blocks. I don't think quartz is up there, and I don't know why. I can't remember why, but yeah, there's certain things that I couldn't have up here, but it's everything that I could have. Crafted all these different things and put it all up there, and I think it's really cool. I got a jukebox, got TNT. This makes me nervous. TNT, that, I mean, it's just, fire spread is not on Rain Cloud, and if it were, the whole TARDIS would burn down because the lava in the art gallery is actually touching wool, so that would be horrible. Actually, this lava is touching wool too, I believe, on the other side of it. So, but this is the lab. This was inspired and helped with by Rainy Star 87 because he's awesome. And he gave me a lot of inspiration for this room and helped me kind of decide what it should look like because he is the resident expert on what a lab looks like. So, yeah. So, dining hall again. And then there's one more floor. Sorry if this video is going on really long. I'm very chattery when it comes to the TARDIS because I put a lot of work into it and I'm very proud of it. But we're going to go into here we go into the garden. This was one of the most recent rooms I completed, but this is the garden. I did blue glass to help emulate sky, and then with the light behind it. And then this big old tree, and these are kind of like little benches that you see kind of sitting around here, like you can sit on a little bench. And all these trees with all the glowstone. And then there's like a little water feature kind of back here, which I don't know if I like the way this looks completely the more I look at it. I might tweak that a little bit. But it's like a little pond area. And it's basically just a garden. It's like a little serenity garden. You can come in and sit, and it's quiet, and it's peaceful, and it's like a little fairy garden. And I really like it. And this took forever to do. I actually had lava. I had clear glass and had lava and water cascading down opposite sides, and I did not like the way it looked. So switched it to blue glass. That was actually a suggestion by the Ben Baptist. So I should mention that because he helped kind of inspire the idea behind the blue glass. And I like it. I think it came out really well. So yay! But garden, very basic. Nothing too fancy schmancy, but I like it. It's got this pretty little hallway. It's very overgrown hallway to make you feel like you're going into like a natural area. You're going from like the very spacey, clean TARDIS into like something kind of mystical a little bit, I think. So again, there's more ravine with the lava. Ooh, I like the way it looks. There might need to be more lava, I don't know. Ignore the ladder, though. That ladder goes to nowhere. Ignore that. Now we're going to go into the garage. Very basic again. It's a garage. You got a garage door. You got some shelves. You have a car. I brake for adipose. And then there's another bumper sticker over here that says my other ride is a TARDIS. But it's basically a car. I know that the Doctor rides a Vespa is spoken about in Doctor Who and all that, but I didn't know how to build a Vespa in Minecraft. For those of you that don't know, a Vespa is like a scooter. Wasn't quite sure how to do that without it being like huge, so I just went with a car. Again, intricate work on the ceilings that gives it dimension because I like that, and a little garage door because he has to get out somehow. So yeah, garage, nothing super fancy. This is a box room. The box room is, again, mentioned in Doctor Who. It is a room filled with chests that hold curiosities and valuables from across the galaxy. This is how it's described. And I didn't really know what that meant other than this. This is what it means to me. It's just a room filled with chests that hold all his little things. And some of these chests actually have things in them that people have left me. Piece of wood. Iron block, a minecart, okay, a torch, and that's it, I guess. Is that it? Okay. Why, I don't know, but I will find things in here periodically, and I just usually leave them because I think it's funny. But box room, nothing fancy, just it's a room filled with boxes. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. This is actually closed off right now. And the last completed room of the TARDIS is the squash court. So a squash court is like handball, racquetball. That's what squash is. And so I built these little seats here, like a little stadium seating. And then the actual court that has the lines on the court for where you would play. And it's just squash court. Nothing too fancy, nothing too overly done. It was an easy room for me to build because I wanted to add a couple easier rooms like the box room and this just to have more rooms filled out, but nothing that was too taxing. So as you can see, certain rooms like the kitchen, the garden, certain things were very taxing on me, so I wanted to add some simpler rooms. So squash court, garage, box room. There's not a whole lot to them. They're very simplistic. They're pretty straightforward, and they are what they sound like. Beyond this room, beyond these doors, these fancy doors, are where I'm going to actually close that because that's not completed. This is actually going to be, so you can see, I have not completed this area of the TARDIS. This is where there is going to be a wardrobe. You can see his wardrobe in the show, as well as it is mentioned several times. It's obviously where he keeps all his clothes and that kind of stuff. And it's kind of an intricate design that I'm going to be doing, so we'll get more into that in the future video that I will do, where I will show off these rooms that were not completed And then I just really like this ravine too. I just like the way the lava. I want to put maybe lava on this side too, kind of cascading over the glass. I don't know. I just like it, like the movement of it again. This room here is going to be something very special. You can't see what it is yet. It's going to be very hard to tell because it's just a big empty room, but this is going to be probably the best room that I've ever done. I'm pretty excited for it. And it will get shown off. Let's say that if I get to 125 subscribers, we'll do 125. If I get to 125, that is when I will reveal this room and the previous room. But this room is something special. I promise you guys, it's gonna be amazing. And I'm kind of excited to work on it. It just hasn't been. It's a lot of undertaking. It's a lot of work basically, and I just haven't had the time. For people that don't know, you know, I'm on SMB now, so I've been trying to spend a little time over there. Still doing Rain Cloud stuff, but it's become. I just haven't had a lot of time to do personal stuff as I do admin things as much as I can. You know, trying to do stuff for the community because I really enjoy doing that. And I tend to just take on too much and put myself on the back burner, but I will be working on it, so yay. This, actually, too, is the beginning of the 4th floor of the TARDIS, and the 4th floor of the TARDIS is going to be special for patrons. I have a patron level that allows you to pick a room in the TARDIS, and I will build it for you. You can pick the theme, you can pick the colorscape, and you can help me design it, essentially. And we can kind of go through it together and make whatever you would like to have on the TARDIS. It doesn't have to specifically be a room that is either in the TARDIS or mentioned on the TARDIS. It can be its own thing. It can be its own idea. You can be like, I want a room that, you know, is filled with bunnies. I mean, if you really want that, you could have a bunny room. You could have a ranch room. You could have a, you know, a candy room. I mean, like, whatever you would want, within reason, obviously, you could have. So that's what's going on down there. So check out my Patreon if you are interested at all. It's one of the higher levels because, honest to goodness, it takes a lot of time and effort to put into making these rooms, but I would be happy to do that if that's something you'd be interested in. Sorry, shameless self-promotion, but this has been the TARDIS, and hopefully, and let's show me my face here so you can see both my face, this face and this face. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so beyond ecstatic to have hit 100 subs. You guys have been so sweet and so generous, and, you know, special thank you to my 4 patrons, Scaravese, Mad Sloth, Basket MC, and Geekers. For whatever reason, I was going to call you Geek Talk, Geekers, Geeker Chew. You have so many names to me, but special thanks to you guys because you have been so amazing and supportive through all this transition and everything that's been going on, and just a huge thank you to all of you. You guys, I can't even put into words how much you guys inspire me and just keep me going, like, every day to do this stuff, and I have so much fun. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope it was alright with my face. Let me know what you guys think, if this is something that should continue or not. You know, just give me your feedback. I'm totally, you know, open to hear what you guys think. So until next time, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye!